I just went undercover in an alpha male's operation, listening to their sales call, hearing their pitch, and we're gonna see, is it convincing or is it just a load of crap? I wanted to make it interesting by dropping subtle hints throughout the call, things that contradict each other that if someone is really paying attention or smart, they would be able to notice inconsistencies. So let's see if they pick up on that. Also, let's play a fun little game. How many times do you think this salesperson says the word bro or brother? If you're within 5 bros, you win. If you're not, well, you lose. Let me know down below in the comment section what your guess is before we get started. Now, let's jump into it.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm pretty good, man. Just making it happen, Getting about my Fridays, can't complain.
Just got off work not too long ago.
Right on, bro, right on. Yeah, bro, my name is... I was actually calling over from Vincent Fisher's team. The reason for the call, bro, I noticed that you must have came across, his Instagram page and you picked up some free training about the whole online coaching thing. You remember looking into that, Joe?
I was looking into that a little bit earlier today. I was on my break at work, actually. I'm sick and tired of this job. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sick and tired of it.
Gotcha, bro.
I've been really thinking about trying to branch out and do something different. When I first started out, when I was like 18 or 19, I'm like, all right, this is cool. So I lay tile for bathrooms and house remodels. You do that after a while, you're like, man, this sucks.
You're in there, you've been there. I mean, how long you been working there, okay?
About 3.5 years. It's McVeigh Remodeling. They're all nice and it's all friendly and everything like that, but it's a dead end, like at the end of the day, because I know, I'm the odd person out because they're all going to care about themselves because most of them are related, and I'm just kind of here. And they say we're all family, but darn well you aren't all family. If somebody has to go, you're going to be the first one out the door.
Exactly, bro. That's just how it is when it comes to money and businesses and whatnot, huh? I mean, no matter if you're outperforming the guy when it comes to the trade or anything, if there's family and they have family and friends in there, they're always gonna pick them over you, huh? I have my fair share of that, 100%. I mean, brother, are you out in the gym? You been working out and stuff like that? Like I do?
No, I don't go every day. I should probably be a bit more committed to that. But part of doing what I do is, it's an active job. So even if I didn't go to the gym, I'm still a pretty fit guy.
Up and working all day. I mean, how much hours you be putting in, when it comes to your schedule?
Schedule, it's not really an hourly, it's more of a jobly. So it depends on what type of jobs we have coming in. I mean, sometimes this week it was 52 hours, which sucks. I mean, there's some weeks when it's not as bad. You go and it's maybe 28, 30, but they do a really good job of accommodating my schedule. If I say I want to do something or I'm not available, they do a good job of filling the schedule so I can do what I want.
Gotcha, bro. And Joe, brother, I mean, regarding what it is that we do over here, bro, ideally, not necessarily, but, we like to take in the people who are in the gym, working out, guys who have a love and passion for fitness. Like I said, ideally, but it's not a requirement. And pretty much we just teach them a pretty cool way to actually start making some serious money online when it comes to doing what they already got going on in the gym. That makes sense.
I was curious to learn a little bit more about how that works and stuff, because to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about that. I'm not stupid when it comes to stuff like that, but I'm not, Steve Jobs or how Vincent is or whatever like that, because, I see he's got a massive page.
Exactly. And, hence is the reason why you're picking up new information. But, I mean, bro, just to give you a quick rundown, all in all, the way it works, with Vincent and the team, we pretty much teach our students how to start up their own online fitness coaching business in the same sense that they become the coaches themselves.
Hold on, he just said that you don't have to be a fitness coach, you don't have to be in the gym, it's not a requirement, but he just followed it up by saying the whole business model is teaching people how to be fitness coaches. If you're not in the gym and you don't do fitness, why would they teach me and why would I be interested in their teaching? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, my guy Joe, are you familiar with personal trainers and stuff like that?
Actually, 2 of my friends, they both went to, one of them is a certified personal trainer, the other one is a physical therapist. Even back when I was in school and even a little bit out of school, I've always played sports my whole life. Pivoting into something like this for me it's honestly second nature, because even though I said, I'm pretty busy and stuff with work or whatever, I love being active.
Hell yeah, bro. I feel you, my guy. And I mean, when it came to you playing sports, what were you playing?
In high school, I played basketball. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6'7". So I'm a pretty tall guy. When I signed up, I said my name was Joe Johnson, and I just said I was 6'7" and played basketball. And if you're a sports guy, you know exactly who I'm talking about. That is the exact makeup of ISO Joe Johnson, a Hall of Fame NBA player who's been playing for over 18 years. He's been retired for a bit, but he's a very popular personality. So if you have any knowledge of basketball, you've probably heard of Joe Johnson. Now, I couldn't go all the way into the Joe Johnson persona because number one, I'm not him and I don't want to pretend to be. But secondly, he attended the University of Arkansas, and if I attach myself to a public university like that, he would be able to find me out pretty quickly. Saying I play basketball, the same height, the same name, it raises some red flags. I went to a small private school when I was in high school, and my graduating class only had 53 people. So since it's so small and I'm 6'7", I got a lot of attention. I got to play a lot and I got the ball a lot. I averaged like 17, 18 points and like 12, 13 rebounds a game because everybody else on the team is really short. But when I was a senior in high school, I had a really bad knee injury. I went up for a rebound, I came down and my knee bent the opposite way. And I was hoping to go and play college. I got a couple of offers to play. It really bummed me out after that. I went in a period of depression where I was really down because everything I was doing was really built around me going to college on scholarship. My knee is like a bucket of scrambled eggs now. What am I going to do?
Gotcha, brother. Well, damn, I'm sorry that happened to you, though. That's very, unfortunate. I mean, you have, plans about going, to the moon when it comes to, the sport and whatnot. But, the cool thing is that, you're looking to maybe, still looking into, get something like this going when it comes to, fitness. You're still looking to level up and, being able to be that guy again. My guy. Grant, what it is that we do over here, bro, we kind of just give you, all the tools required in order to scale this type of thing. Ideally build an audience through, a social media page, maybe, an Instagram, page, so you can actually start and ultimately build a personal brand and then gain that audience so you can, then convert that audience into paying clients, if that makes sense.
This guy says ideally for everything. I asked about fitness and he says, well, ideally you do fitness. Here he says, ideally you build a social media page. Do you or don't you? It's a straightforward yes or no.
You're going to be the coach yourself. You're going to be the one in charge that is, taking care of the clients, nurturing the clients on how they can see results in the gym and get to their fitness goals when it comes to, working out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously we help you set up your own program. Kind of the same thing that a personal trainer does, but the cool thing about it is everything that we do is remotely, hence the online coaching, and all the business and all our services are done online and remotely, You do that from anywhere in the world, really, if you do want to take part of it. We help you set up your own program, your dieting plans, your workout videos, client results, basically a complete bulletproof blueprint on how you yourself can take your business to consistent 5-figure income.
It sounds like they're going to do everything for me and that I don't actually put anything unique into it of my own. What makes a coach successful is their individuality, their personal attachment, connection, and personalization to the clients and their needs. I find it really hard to believe that a copy-paste system leads to these massive results. If they have this blueprint and it's guaranteed to work, why are they trying to get me involved at all? Why don't they just put their own blueprint into practice, make money, and they could cut me out of the whole deal? Let me ask you about this. 2 questions. The first question is, what's some realistic expectations in the online coaching space for the fitness? Also, what is the demand?
I get where you're coming from. Regarding online businesses and money online, have you ever done anything like that though? Or is it gonna be the first thing that you're looking at?
As far as personal brand, no, this would be the first personal brand for me. A few years ago, I did some Amazon sales. So I have some experience with e-commerce, stuff like that. I think that's a bit different from what we're trying to do here.
Definitely, because, in a way, you're not selling other products. You're selling your own thing, your own stuff in your own program.
That's part of why I was so attracted to it, whenever I seen it online, because I think personally, I present myself fairly well. I think I talk fairly well. I think I have the tools to make it happen. I just don't know how to make it happen. It's like having a great kitchen, but just not being a good cook.
Ultimately, you can go ahead and then, try this on your own. Set up your own program, post videos to actually gain an audience. But ultimately, it does work if you do go ahead and take it a spin for yourself. But what we offer is basically complete blueprint on how you can actually get there. We kind of just take the learning process, we just kind of cut away the learning curve, give you all the tools that you would need, the accountability and everything. A community of people that are actually in the space and where you want to be. It's kind of what we do offer, my guy?
Alpha males love nothing more than to talk about accountability, community, these great sounding buzzwords that have no real value. A community can have value, but it's not the community itself, it's the people that make up the community. And if they're not valuable individuals, the community is going to be worthless. Anyone can pick up a phone, post videos, and hold themselves to posting those videos every day. So you don't need accountability or a community to do this.
Here's the thing though, there's really 2 kinds of people, who join our program, right? You got the people who put in the work, bro, double down on the game plan and, actually sacrifice time of the day to make something like this happen. When it comes to the business world, obviously there's a lot of money to be made there. A lot of our students are putting in 10, 15, 20K when it comes to something like this, but you got the people that actually put in the work, and then you got the other people who do absolutely nothing when it comes to the program. My guy? like one of them sees results and the other one sees absolutely nothing.
There's that magic buzzword of $10,000 per month, 10, 15, 20K per month. If that's true, which I don't believe it is, why is this guy running sales for Vincent Fisher instead of going and putting that into practice himself? Look at Vincent Fisher himself. He doesn't actually teach fitness, he teaches how to be a coach. So Vincent Fisher is teaching you something that he doesn't even do himself. You have all these salespeople who go and say what's possible by putting this blueprint into practice, yet they don't put the blueprint into practice for themselves.
I mean, let me ask you this, but like if you were to take a step like this and you're starting up like your own business and looking to build your own personal brand, like, I mean, which guy do you plan on being? Like, would you be putting in the work, or, you know, would kind of just be sitting on the sidelines? Like,
I've always been somebody to put in the work. I hope
100%.
me saying that, you know, I've been working these 45, 50-hour weeks, I hope that, you know, kind of signifies my work ethic in some sense. I think the biggest problem most people have is not necessarily having the money to do it, but for me, it's more of just not knowing what to do. I'd be killing myself at this job. I mean, I'm in there, a lot of times I'm in there 6 days, sometimes even 7 days a week. So I've actually got a good amount of money set up to go and set something up like this. It's just a matter of setting it up.
Exactly, you know, because we have countless students who get to where they want to go. But I mean, at the end of the day, we give you like all the tools in the book and the whole blueprint to actually get there, the accountability and everything that goes along with it. But the only one that's going to see the results that you're looking for, bro, the only one that's going to promise like anything is going to be yourself and what you do with it. I'm telling you right now, bro, when it comes to like building out your business, like, yeah, it's hard work. Yeah, it takes some time, but if you genuinely like enjoy like helping others, no, like the money's just going to come that much easier, you know? If it's something that you're very genuinely excited and actually looking forward to actually growing, it's going to come that much easier than actually just, you know, building something out that you're not passionate about, if that makes sense.
This is true, but also misleading. Yes, you absolutely should do something that you're passionate about and love. Just because you enjoy doing something does not mean that it's going to translate to you making money. You have to find a need or a gap in the market and then fill that need. The key is finding overlap where there's a gap in the market and it's also on something that you love to do, but simply doing something that you love does not translate to making money. Shaquille O'Neal says this too, is that if you don't believe in it, can't do it. If I don't believe something is best for me or it's right for me, I'm not going to waste my time on it.
You know, bro, from what I've seen, because I've been doing this for like a couple of years, when I help, you know, guys like you, like your age, grow out the business, like often more than not, bro, the people that I actually see go on and see massive success when it comes to like anything that they start up is because like they always have a clear vision and a pathway to where it is that they're trying to go, you know? Behind that is a strong reason as to why they even do the things they do. But, I mean, for you, bro, like, I know that you're looking to maybe step away from a 9-to-5 job. You got the work ethic. You're looking at something new, something that you're passionate about. Ultimately, bro, like, what would be the long-term goal for you, bro? Like, what is it that you're really chasing?
Financial freedom. Made some poor decisions, you know, in my life. When I was younger and when I was depressed, I kind of put myself behind the 8 ball, buying some things I shouldn't have bought, wasting some money on things I shouldn't have wasted it on. I feel like I'm so connected to a system that I don't want to be connected to. And my goal is to try to build something to where I don't have to sit somewhere. I live by myself, so it's not really that small just for me, but it's just this tiny little 1-bedroom apartment. And it's very basic, it's very simple. I'm grateful that I have it, don't get me wrong. I just want more for myself.
Truthfully, like, how long has it been since you've been wanting to, you know, kind of wanting this kind of change for? Like, how long have you been thinking about making a move like that? Like, I don't know.
It was even back when I started my Amazon a couple of years ago. I flirted with that for a long time. I tried it, I learned, made mistakes, ultimately didn't stick. I ended up losing money on the deal. Ever since then, I've been back to the drawing board trying to think, well, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I've actually thought for a while, maybe I should just build a personal brand. I feel like I can make decent videos, you know, like I think that's one of my very underrated skills. And the biggest advantage to me I think I have is I love public speaking.
Well, I mean, brother, you know, 6'7" with the confidence and the work ethic, bro, like, hell yeah, I can see, like, you know, how you would be feeling that way. I even feel it like this energy that, you know, you're throwing over my way from the phone. I love it, brother.
I would say more people than not you see online, they're not the real deal anyway. They're just going and trying to tell you something so they can benefit, and they don't care at all what you're doing.
Crazy how the whole works. The whole, you know, business world works nowadays.
Oof. He was just low-key called out, and his response is just to say that's crazy and continue his sales pitch doing the exact thing I just said I don't like. The audacity on this one is strong.
If I can give you like a roadmap, Joe, and I tell you like exactly like what to do, how to do it, and just take the guessing completely out of the equation, like, you think that would help, my guy, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, that's really the piece that's missing for me. You seem to be saying you got the missing piece that I'm looking for.
Like, bro, Vincent, he's helped hundreds of guys, going from 9 to 5 to full-time online coaches. Like guys in your similar situations that were able to crush, 10, 15, 20, even 50K plus when it comes to like the online coaching. And let me ask you, Joe, bro, like if you had someone like that in your corner, bro, somebody who's been there, done that, if he was walking you through it all step by step on how you can actually see success with your business, how confident are you that you'd be able to hit your goal of financial freedom?
I'm at the point where I've worked hard enough where I can go and I can say, look, I know I need help. Let me find someone who's done it and have them help me.
And man, bro, let's just say that Vincent's team had exactly what you needed to get to that goal of financial freedom, or if anything to get closer to that, what it is that you're trying to achieve. You mentioned it, but would you be at all open to the idea of investing into yourself? Obviously, if everything's all right.
He's starting to ask me the same questions over and over. We've been talking for 20 and 30 minutes. I say how I don't like my job. I say I want financial freedom. I say I want to do all these things. Dude, I've already answered your question. You're just going off a script at this point, and it's obvious. Yeah, I feel good about that.
Cool, Joe. Hey, man, also, what we do over here with the team and Vince, we also coach clients on how to leverage credit the smart way. Are you building credit right now at all, my guy?
Yeah, I've got pretty good credit.
Any idea what that credit score is sitting at, bro?
783 the last time I checked.
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha.
Is that part of what you would need to do this, or is that separate? I mean, it doesn't matter. I've got it, but I'm just curious.
Show me, bro. Yeah, when it comes to the business world, bro, you can actually use you can actually use credit to leverage your business.
The fact that they mention credit at all and say that they leverage it for the business is extremely dangerous and concerning. The only thing I can think, and this is just a hypothesis, is that they're going to say leverage your credit to buy our course or buy a program, because the only thing realistically, if you're an online fitness coach, you need to pay for is a gym membership and ads if you're going to run them. But honestly, you should prioritize organic growth. But even if you want to run ads, you put maybe $100, $200 on it. You don't need to go into debt. And the fact that they're mentioning this is extremely dangerous, coming from someone who has business credit lines and actually has good credit. So people talking like this, you want to stay away from.
The way that we like to teach things over here, ultimately we're selling fitness programs, and a lot of people nowadays they're selling them for a couple of $100, nowadays, so they can actually get them to the result that they're looking for. But in a way, start selling higher ticket packages. So in a way, you don't have to close too many people on what it is that you're trying to sell.
See, that's something else that's changed too over the past couple of years for me, is when I was on Amazon, that was the mistake I made, is I went low ticket, not high ticket.
Our bread and butter, though, we like to just structure the whole process about you actually giving value into your program. Make sure that we market it, optimize it in that sense. When it comes to the fitness thing, we've helped countless students though actually get there when it comes to higher ticket process. It's kind of the name of the game. It's something that we do teach over here, So we got everything covered over here, everything that you would need in order to actually see results when it comes to your business. I mean, my guy, bro, enough of the business, you kind of just get a good feel of where it's at right now. But you sound committed, my guy. It's refreshing to hear somebody well-spoken like you, bro. Looking to make something like this happen. I could just tell that you have a work ethic with what it is that you already told me. And I think we might be able to work something out here, my guy. I'm not entirely sure yet. Real talk here, my guy, Joe. Are you, bro, serious about reaching financial freedom, brother? Genuinely, are you serious to make that happen?
That's the whole point of why I'm here. I worked 11-hour shift today. If I wasn't serious, I would not be here.
And brother, are you the type of man, bro, that makes shit happen regardless of any obstacles that may come along the way, bro? Are you that kind of man?
Yeah, of course. This guy makes it so obvious that he's just reading off of a script. He's not even trying to make it seem like he's asking questions on his own. And we're constantly going over these points that he already would know the answer to.
Truth be told, bro, the reason for all the questions is because, we really only work with serious people, bro. We don't like to deal with, any flaky energy around here, So the way to get there, my guy, Joe, is by going through our proven, 3-step framework that we use to help hundreds of our students with their businesses.
I love how he's trying to make this sound like a scarce and rare opportunity, saying they're very selective and they ask a lot of questions and this doesn't come up often, while the whole time Vincent Fisher on his Instagram is posting near every single day on his story saying, DM me the word mentor to learn how to make this amount of money. This isn't a rare opportunity at all. This is more common than driving down the street and seeing McDonald's.
The 3 pillars, as I like to call them, which includes the coaching, the education, and the accountability. Now, my guy, Joe, bro, I wouldn't be able to break all that down here, though. This quick phone call that we're having, simply told, isn't enough to really go over the whole thing. I'm going to give you a shot at this, Joe. We don't do this often, bro, and we're very selective. But look, bro, I'll go out of my way and try to get you on a priority strategy session with one of Vincent's head of operations, bro, that can explain each and every pillar and how it could potentially help you out, my guy. And I'm going to do this, bro, because I see the potential in you, bro, and I want you to reach your goals once and for all. I could get you on a call like that, bro, where our top guy could break this down exactly how it all works. Would that help you out at all, my guy, Joe?
Yeah, I definitely think it would give me a better idea of what I would be getting in the program.
Let's get it, bro. bro. Let's get this rolling, my guy. Okay. Well, hey, man, look, I know you're busy, but I mean, you got your calendar on you, bro? Like, any, like, idea what your schedule's gonna look like for, like, the next 2 days?
I'm not available tomorrow.
Okay.
Sunday, I'm open pretty much all day after 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time. Let me see what I got for you, bro. I would like to plug you in with my boy, bro, crushing the online game. He's doing like this online coaching thing as well.
Whoa, hold on a second. Is he Vincent's head of operations or is he a coach crushing the online game? You're saying this guy has two different roles. I don't think they even know what role they have because they just make them up as they go. But why do I have to talk to that guy about the pillars of the brand? I've been talking to this guy on the phone for over 30 minutes, but we can't talk about the pillars of the brand? Why have we been talking at all at that point? Why didn't this other guy just call me? The truth is, it's all just a marketing tactic to make it seem like you're being passed up the ladder, like you're important, but they're just flipping you from one level employee to another one like a pancake. But I tried to do some sleuth work and find out who am I talking to, also who's the guy he's trying to pass me off to. And I found them both on Instagram. It's pretty easy. I went to Vincent's page, looked at who he was following, typed in the name, boom, there it is. I'm gonna keep their identities private just for legal and privacy reasons, but let me tell you this, they both have under 1,000 subscribers, they both average under 100 likes per video. I think the most I've seen per post is like 70 or 80 likes. The guy he's trying to pass me off to hasn't posted in over 7 months, but trust me, he's crushing the online game.
So, any questions, like anything that you might have for my boy, he'll get you sorted out, but let me check his calendar, bro. Let me see if I can plug you in on Sunday, probably in the afternoon. You think that'd be a good time, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Anytime after 11.
So it's like 10 right now? 10 p.m.?
Yeah, it's 10. I haven't even gotten to mention this part yet. He texted me at 9:30 p.m. wanting to do a sales call. And by the time we got off the phone, it was almost 10:30 p.m. I don't know what these guys think and what goes through their minds, but it's very disrespectful to call or text someone at 10 p.m. wanting to do a sales call. I don't care if it's on Friday, Tuesday, Sunday, it doesn't matter.
I think I could plug you in at 2 in the afternoon. I do have an opening with my boy. Think you'll be good to go for that time, bro? 2 afternoon your time?
Yeah, that's fine. Is he just gonna call me?
Yeah, so look, make sure that you're not like at work driving or anything like that. We can actually make the time and show you how all this works. And ideally, it's just gonna be in front like of a screen so we can actually break it down to you. Like, I mean, you got like a laptop, maybe like a screen at home so we can actually, show you how the whole thing works?
Yeah, I have a laptop.
And ideally, we're probably just gonna send you over like a link to like the whole thing so we can actually explain it to you. I'll let my boy know about like the whole thing. I'm gonna gas you up a little bit. I'm gonna let them know about you. Also, what I'm gonna need from you, my guy, are you on Instagram, my guy?
I used to be, but not really anymore.
You're not on Instagram? Damn, okay. You wouldn't happen to have like a backup account or anything like that?
I mean, maybe I would have a back. I'd have to go and try to find it. And since I'm working some 50 hours a week, is that going to be an issue?
I mean, but it's like, I like you, bro. I like the way that you speak and, like everything that you were telling me. I feel like you can actually see some pretty good results or something like this. And I was going to gas you up a little bit to my boy Vincent Fisher himself, bro. And the guy that you're going to be speaking with tomorrow, but ideally I would want your IG handle so I can pass that over to them and have them reach out through Instagram personally. If you don't have an Instagram, then that wouldn't be a problem at all, but, I'm just really kind of just putting a good word for you so we can actually hit you up personally and you guys could just have a chat there. You know my guy, Joe? Yeah,
that makes sense, and I appreciate that you're willing to do that for me.
Like I said, it's not a necessity, but if you do plan on, getting that going, bro, you can send me like your Instagram page and make sure that, it's like on public or, or anything like that.
I'll go on there and I'll create an account and I'll send a link to you. I'll text it to you here.
I hear you out, my guy. Cool. But bro, like I said, 2 p.m. Eastern time, are you 100% good to go for that time, bro? I only say that because, these slots are limited, and we only hold them for people who are genuinely ready to show up. You know, my guy?
Sunday's my free day. We don't work on Sunday anyway.
Cool, brother. Well, hey, man, bro, I'm going to lock you in, bro. Like I said, I'm going to pass this information to my boy. Bro, like I said, bro, let's make some shit happen, bro. Let's get to work, and we'll chat soon, and we'll see you on Sunday. Okay, my guy?
All right, yeah, that sounds good. It was nice talking to you tonight.
Beautiful, Joe. Nice to meet you, brother. Have a good one.
All right, you too. That's what it's like to be on a call with the alpha male, Mr. Vincent Fisher and his sales team. My final thoughts, this whole thing was a bunch of trash. I knew that going in, of course, but I wanted to see how bad it was. This whole thing was scripted. I felt it was robotic from the beginning. The only question I think I was asked that was personalized to me is what sport did I play in high school? He already knew the answer to so many of these questions, but he asked them again and over and over and over. I think he was trying to portray it as being scarce or rare, but it just came across to me as annoying, especially when he asked me, are you good for this time, bro? Are you good for this this time, bro, I'm good for that time. You don't have to ask me 3 times. The kicker for people that run operations like this is if you have the success that you claim by doing these techniques, why aren't you doing it? When you look at the people who are selling this program, they have 1,000 subscribers. That's less than a high school varsity football player. And if you can make 10, 15, 20 grand per month going and putting this blueprint into practice, why aren't you doing it? The truth is, that blueprint is worthless. If you guys want to go and create a social media page, just go and create a social media page. You don't have to go and fund some Miami boys lifestyle to know how to do that. You just do it. But let me know down below, guys, what did you think about Vincent Fisher's sales call? Was it better or worse than you expected? Also, how did you do on the bros? This guy definitely said bro way more than you need to if you're doing a sales pitch. I also want to say, for legal reasons, I am in a one-party consent state, which makes it entirely legal for me to film and record and critique this sales call. Everything in here is my personal opinion. I encourage anyone to do research for themselves. I'll see you guys next week. Y'all take care. Have a good one.